What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are for Thursday Night Pro Series action, and it's going to be at the Paperclip. And we know we're going to have some beating and banging going on as we're getting ready to go into the All-Star break next week. And I'll wait till after the race to mention about what the All-Star plans are for this season. I know we're known for the Ruthless Roval, but I'm going to switch things up for this All-Star race. All right, looks like everybody's in order and ready to go. I appreciate anybody going to tune in and watch tonight. It's always appreciated. So everybody's good to go. I'm good to go. I got invites. I'm just waiting for my join message at this point. But yeah, welcome everybody into tonight's stream for the Ruthless Pro Series, race number 10 here in Season 4, as I mentioned, from the Paperclip. It's going to be under the lights, and, you know, it can be a grueling race out there. So 50%er at the Paperclip ain't no joke. It's going to be 250 laps at about 19 seconds. Some guys will run some 18 or high 18-second laps. But most of the field we're going to see in the low 19 seconds. All right, looks like we have a good field tonight. We got 16 players in the count. Hell yeah. Also, I'm not seeing the West Higgins ORV Pole Award sitter. It was not Hollywood tonight. He's going to be way back in the field. G-Dog getting top 5 on the qualifying, and we're ready to join. Yeah, 16 guys out here for the Paperclip. Man, that's going to be interesting. We'll have to keep our eyes out on what's going to be going on throughout the field. But without further ado, whenever we get loaded in, we will finally see who will have claimed the West Higgins ORV Pole Award. And considering I saw Hollywood starting outside the top 5 tonight, I'm going to predict maybe Typical is going to be sitting up there on that pole in the 27. So let's see how that's going to work out. Alright, got a little bit of a long load in here, and it will be Typical as your West Higgins ORV Pole Award winner for tonight at the Paperclip. And we're off. Oh no, I think we might be lagging. Oh, Hollywood's into the wall back here. Don't like that. I'm sure 15 cars got a good engine in it here this week. Oh, the Alex and the 27 both out. We'll see if this restarts. Yep, we're going to be seeing a restart here. Figured out once I saw that. I saw the lag before they even came to the line. All right. Everybody's going to remember where they qualified. As we'll try to kill some more time here. Appreciate everybody tuning in from wherever you may be. But tonight will be from Martinsville. And to be race 10 of the season, next week's the All-Star break. Like I said, special announcement for what the track will be in the All-Star race. So we'll let everybody know that one probably after the race this evening. Pretty long one here at Martinsville. So getting everything set up over there. Probably have a pace lap for this first go around, maybe. Try to track down some points here while we're waiting for everything to go through. Standings for the Season 4 Pro. It'll be MJ Bross atop the board with 2 wins as well, followed by Hollywood with his 2 wins. Kind of said as well prematurely there. Go figure. But then third sits Kenrod, followed by Jason. Then Typical with actually the most wins on the season, so he's got, fewer starts. But he sits 5th in the standings right now, followed by Shepard, then G-Dog with his 1 win from Daytona earlier this season. Alex, Cork, Monkey, S-Math, and DK. Then we hit the playoff cutoff line, which will have Corey, Crimson, Gapo, and such. But they're ready for me. I'm ready for them. Let's get it. Make sure I got the invite here. They did not give me an invite. Alright, looks like we're in a public lobby. So it's going to change. Oh, no. We don't want any music. Sorry about that. Fucking YouTube. Okay. Sorry I had to do that to y'all. What's up, Milk? You just caught me in the middle of copyright ignoring. Now I gotta find this godforsaken lobby. Alright. I'm not too far behind them. We're still in good standing. Alright, welcome everybody in. This is race number 10 of Season 4, Martinsville. We'll try this again. We had a restart on the lobby. But, yes, it's happening in Martinsville. And big plans for the All-Star race will be announced this evening. Yes, so I was just getting confirmation. We will be having a pace lap to start off the night at Martinsville. Typical was your pole sitter for the West Higgins ORV Pole Award, but I don't know if he will be back in this race. He was a little bit of internet issue there at the start of that one. I appreciate you coming through, Milk, always. Martinsville is a good one. And I think we got some fast cars kind of starting towards the back. All right, take what you see with a grain of salt. Typical is back out there. But unfortunately, this will really throw off our camera angles for the evening. It has been discussed how to make these things easier, but was not a popular idea. So all my front guys are in the back on the camera, and all the back are in the front. We have another pace lap here. Martinsville pretty long, or not a very long course here that we're dealing with. Oh, we got one up into the wall here on the beginning of everything. Oh man, Hollywood gets kicked out. It looks like we're going to have to do this again. And that's how that happens sometimes. Third time is a charm. Alright, so looking for the race rules. Pro Series rules for Martinsville will include 1 pit stop in the first 2 stages, 2 pit stops in the last stage. And there will be a burnout rule. That's what the rules say. So I will go off that. There is a burnout rule. Alright, cool. Alright, we're just waiting for this lobby to count down, and we're going to join in. See, we got that 50% set up. 250 laps under the lights at Martinsville, if weather permits, that is. 2 tries, 2 fails so far. Let's see. Alright, yeah, so we're good to join. And remember, we'll have a couple pace laps to start off our event this evening. We've already had 2 starts to this race kind of not work out, so we'll see how it goes this time. Alright, so while everything gets under control, remember, we have 2 pace laps here as we're loading in. Thanks to our sponsor, SKU Car, West Higgins ORV. Typical is your West Higgins ORV Pole Award winner for the evening, and he has a good stranglehold on the points, so a win here tonight would give him the bonus points to go with the pole award, and that would kind of put the hurting on some guys to start getting some poles. So remember, 2 pace laps here to start the race. West Higgins ORV, SKU Car, Ruthless Racing on YouTube. I'm hearing from the radio the 27 is going to have to start in the back, but he will claim those pole points, even though that has happened. But this will still remain a 1 pit stop stage. And this will actually put our man, Tyler RRS, on the pole now after the sent to the rear by the 27. All right, everybody should get it in order this time on the back stretch, and we should be good to go racing under the lights for 250 laps from Martinsville, the paperclip, the beating and banging capital of the world. As we enter the SKU Car restart zone, we're going to take another lap around. Didn't get me that time. Been around this game too long. Alright, everybody should be in order for this restart now. The 1, Tyler RRS, takes over the pole after the sent to the back by the 27. The 4, MJ Bross, shotgun here with the 1 car. And as we enter the SKU Car restart zone, we'll be green from Martinsville. The paperclip starts off this way. Oh, goodness. We got 4 or 5 wide. We got beating and banging. We got corking to the back of the 15 of Hollywood, who did not have a good qualifying lap. And that sent him here in the middle of this pack to start out this run. He has a pretty good car underneath him. I don't think he wants to see this happening so early on, the beating and banging that is. Move up here to Condi, who is in the 19 here this evening. Got Hollywood there for sure, going to have some rear end damage. I think the 18 got into him pretty good. As he got guys washing up there, he got G-Dog all the way out to the outside. He's got to avoid that strop up there against the wall. He's just going to be trapped as guys keep washing up the track. Kenrod going to take advantage of that to the inside on the 8 of DK Brown here to start this one off. But let's not forget what's going on up here. Oh, we got the 27 lagging around. 18 hard into the wall. It's going to be Cork. Oh, now we got some stuff going on here in turn number 1. I'm not sure if that's the 27 or what's happening there for sure. But to me, the 15 and the 27 are 2 cars that have to go to the back, or start in the middle rather, and force force these fast cars to try to move through traffic as quickly as possible. You can see Kenrod getting passed now by Hollywood and the typical train that has now formed around the paperclip. So jump back up to MJ Brasso. He is our leader. He was able to get around Tyler somewhere in our first 8 laps. That 27 is lagging. All right, I think we had the 27 go back to the rear once again. New rule that was implemented: if you keep lagging, you got to stay in the back. You can't just drive through the field lagging. You see, obviously, you can overtake these guys here. But, oh, man, he's going to mess up another guy there in the 21. Unfortunate. MJ Bross and Tyler's kind of ran out here to something. That's Tyler closely behind in second. See, Jason in the 23 has got Hollywood and DK Brown fighting behind him. So we'll try to get on board with one of those guys. We're going to find them. There's Hollywood. Looks like he won the battle against DK that time. Now he's going to have to chomp at the bit to get the 23 of Jason. Typical once again, moving up through the field here. Gets up into the back of Jack there in the 78. Typical. Let's see how much longer that goes. MJ Bross still just ticking off laps. Has the one car right there behind him, though. See how this 23 and the 15 battle plays out. It's going to be for third place. DK Brown holding on strong to the top 5 for now. 15 laps complete. Now in stage number 1, still one pit stop going to be required to get through this thing. You see the 23 kind of get off the candy cane on entry. It's going to get everybody tight onto the outside. Try to look over to the overhead action cam here. You can see the 15 battle down into the inside of Hollywood. Gets inside onto the quarter panel. Little contact there. Little short track racing contact, possibly you could call it. DK almost thinks about doing it to Hollywood there. Had the opportunity for sure. We'll try to get back over here to Hollywood. See a good battle in passing there between the 19 and the 48 of Shep. Monkey and Jack and Cork all on the line there as Hollywood has now gotten around. Oh, and DK as well. Around Jason. Now can DK bring the battle back up to that 15? Something to keep an eye on unless Jason can get back around the 8 car here, attacking in one of these corners. Keeping it nice and tight to the low sides of the 8 car. Nice good exit there, but kisses a little bit of the wall. A good stripe at Martinsville is just as important as here as it is at Darlington. But let's see, get on Tyler, try to look back and see if we're able to see anybody. There is Hollywood. So we can see the interval between second and third is about the front or about the length of one of these straightaways here at Martinsville. Paperclip been pretty interesting there on the start, so I'm going to be interested to see how the stage restarts end up playing out. Seen Court get into a little mess there earlier, but I don't think that was of any fault of his own. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in. Ruthless Racing Pro Series here at the Paperclip, race 10 of season 4. This will be the last race before we go all-star racing next week at a track to be determined. And yes, it will be as special as the New Hampshire Roval, although we will not be going there this season rather. We have a different track in mind, and we will bring that up after the race. Also, some other plans are going into effect here in Ruthless Racing, and we'll have those coming at you after the race as well. Good flip through the field here. Is Hollywood making up any ground? Debatable, but yes, possibly is making up good ground here. Now has Typical made up any ground. No, I think he's still behind the 5 of Kinrod, so that means he's about in 8th place right now. He's going to be working on G-Dog. G-Dog goes very defensive down into the inside, maybe not on purpose. Probably got loose, goes up to the high side here through 1 and 2, gets Typical around. Lets him around rather on the inside. Hollywood, let's see, I think he is trimming the gap there quite nicely. Hollywood, oh, a lot of trouble there for the 17 of G-Dogs. Condi goes around there in 19, around him rather. Shepard in the 48 back there hanging on strong as well. Kinrod in 6th place, as we had mentioned. He's trying to work up to the 5th place spot. That has Jason there battling for it. Let's see how far Hollywood has separated himself from these guys. Yeah, pretty good bit there. Trying to find DK, yep. So Hollywood's about as close to the leaders as the guys behind him are to him. So that's the battle for 4th and 5th right there. Let's get back up to our leaders. They've just kind of been chilling out 1-2. Excuse me. And to my amazement, Court's going to be our first car lap down, I do believe. Got a lot of damage there on the nose, as we saw. He just needs to maintain. I think at this point he should go in and maybe, because I think he could make it to the end here if the car could handle it. So I think it'd be a wise move for 18 to go down, maybe fix that damage. Could possibly make it on just doing right sides, try to save a little more time and just get that damage under control. I'm sure the car very tight there for the 18 as he is now a lap down, loose down to the inside there as more guys will start to go by. You see, trying to go back and find Hollywood again. Typical's down pit road. See, he's got some nose damage, possibly from hitting a couple guys during the lag. As mentioned, MJ Bross is your leader. And they're starting to work up towards some more guys here. You got the 21, Cowboy Kurt. Another addition here for us is Tyler now down pit road. So Tyler going to be pitting ahead of Mike here. As I mentioned, I thought guys could make it, especially on right side tires, but you never know. 18 goes down as well. I felt like maybe he should have done so a few laps ago. See who else we can catch down pit road here. Shepard's not down pit road. He does tend to run his cars long, and I respect that. DK Brown's going to be down pit road along with Kinrod and Jason. Oh no. Yeah, okay, 4's good. I thought it looked like he lagged out whenever I came over there, but he's all good. G-Dog's going to go down pit road. Alright, there's only one pit stop required. Condi's going to go down pit road this time. Okay, S-Math, we're going to catch him. Yep, going in. Hollywood now down pit road. He had trimmed the lead to those guys quite a bit before he went down pit road. So you can see Mike and Tyler out there fighting for the lead right now off the pit stop, both pitting very differently. But MJ Bross retained the lead, and we'll have the fresher tire here after our stage 1 pit stop. We'll keep an eye on Hollywood to see how this thing plays out with how close he comes out relative to these guys, because he pitted way after they did. So it's going to be interesting to see where he's going to end up. So we flip through Monkey down pit road right now. Hollywood is still on pit road. So we watch the guys go around. They should have gotten, I think they should have got 2 laps there. So we're watching Hollywood because he's going to be coming out here next to our leaders. That's all glitch and good. Well, he'll eventually figure it out. There he goes. And that's where he's going to come out to the leaders. So consider that a win, because the gap was probably about a quarter larger than this, than what it is right now. So good win there, and the way the car was handling towards the end of that run for Hollywood, I feel like that's going to be a real good move by the time this stage ends for the man in the 15. See how that worked out for Hollywood. And been on board with DK Brown. Looks like he has won his battle there against Jason. Court, once again, another lap down. May or may not fix the damage there. Now typical, battling hard back here with Jason. You see him holding it tight down there to the low side against the candy cane. They call it here at Martinsville. See, Kenrod, I do believe, he's in 7th place now. Kurt goes down pit road for his pit stop here of the stage. This will be coming out now, rather. Right, look at Hollywood and look at the gap to the leaders now. It's maintaining pretty good, but keep your eye out. Get on board with MJ Bross. He is your leader. Oh, looks like Monkey went down to the inside just to get out of the way and may have lost a little bit there. Figured he'd have better tire for that situation. Well, never mind so much the traffic for now, but it is coming up. There's you can see him start to catch SMAF there in the 2 car, and he's got some guys ahead of him. Look up ahead, it looks like maybe G-Dog is there, and I'm not sure, it might be Shepherd up ahead of G-Dog there. Possibly what I'm seeing there. There's 1, 2, 3. Hollywood has closed the gap. Skew Car is now in the house. Appreciate you, Skew Car, always. Much love, brother. That's my dog, if you don't know who it is. Give him a pet. He don't bite. All right, 4, 1, and 15 are 1, 2, 3. I think Cork and Monkey might be the only ones a lap down at this moment. Yep, that's what I'm seeing. Like I said, 1, 2, 3 looks like that. I think this is the battle for 5th position. For 5th position. Yeah. Got typical somewhere out here. Yep. He actually, I don't know where he is relative to the leaders here. I'm gonna start paying attention to our leaders now as they're starting to get marred in the traffic. SMAF a little bit off the wall there. Nobody gets to use the preferred outside line. Going to be some low entries here. Going to see some wash up like we might have seen there from before. We've got G-Dog up here ahead as well. You can see how that's going to play out there for him. Get back to our leader here. There he is. See how he attacks this. See, Cork is down pit road once again, unfortunately. Goes G-Dog to the outside. See how everything works out. Ooh. Once again, 2nd and 3rd had to work for their way around. SMAF and G-Dog are now going to be battling for position where they respectively race. Now Tyler's going to have Hollywood all over the rear bumper. We'll get that lap count whenever boy Kenrod gets around this time. It's fairly close though to those guys. There'll be 13 laps remaining right now. Cork back off pit road, probably fix that damage. Figured he just realized it was just undrivable. I felt like he should have done that earlier. 78, and he was just sitting there ghosted though. Fortunately. Oh, Hollywood's way off to the side there. So everybody behind our top three right now are off the lead lap. $11 to go now on the stage. Stage number 1. Thanks to everybody tuning in. Ruthless Racing Pro Series, race number 10. Hollywood goes around for second place late in stage number 1. Has had to start from 6th position this evening. Yes, race number 10 of season 4 here in the Pro Series from Martinsville next week will be the All-Star Break track to be announced after the race. This is your battle up front for the stage as everything continues to tick down with 9 to go now here in stage number 1. The guys up ahead are fighting for their lives. Oh, a little bump there from the 15. You call that short track racing. Hollywood's looking for a way around. I'm going to try to find a way around to Hollywood. Oh, down to the inside this time is on the 4 car. Goes the 15 of Hollywood. And if he can hang on to this lead through turn 3 and 4 without getting another little shove up here into the wall, keeps it off the wall, Hollywood leads the lap. So he officially has had the lead now for the first time in this race, as it is now 7 to go in stage number 1. Do they have the muster? He does have the fresher tire. He did pit after they did. Had to close a little bit of a gap there, though. So possibly we could be looking at a little more even tire situation now that the run has progressed a little bit from where it started. With now 6 laps remaining here in stage number 1. All bets have been closed. So the favorites are the 15, the 4, or the 1. Got some more lap traffic, though, coming up. See if Hollywood's able to get to them before the stage ends. Those guys, like I said, they're racing for their life. Or I guess Monkey has already experienced being lap down. Shepard and Kenrod, though, I think are both still on the lead lap. That's 7th, or 8th and 9th. So I think we're lapped all the way up to 10 out of 15 drivers here this evening. Hollywood looks like he might be letting up just a little bit, let these guys have a chance, but he can't give up too much. He can't give up that much to MJ Bross behind him. He's still got Tyler sitting there trying to battle for another stage point or 2. It's 2 to go. They go down the back stretch. Hollywood's got all this traffic here. It's 2 to go. Trying to look back. Don't see. Oh, MJ Bross put into the wall, maybe. I'm not quite sure what went down there. He's going to have to limp it. Or maybe the wheel went out again on him. Yeah, I think we heard technical difficulty. 1 to go now in stage number 1. Tyler gets around him. Technical difficulty for the 4 car. No issue. But yes, Hollywood, stage win here at Martinsville. Stage number 1. Oh, cork around at the line and give everybody some unnecessary damage, possibly. Got a pile up here at the line, and we're going to have to wait for results on that one. Dang. Ain't nobody. Everybody got ARCA brakes here at Martinsville, I guess, there for the end of the stage. But Holly, stage win here from Martinsville. Doing it from starting in 6th place. Had to go around Tyler and MJ Bross. So it'll be Hollywood, Tyler. If I could read. Hollywood, Tyler, MJ Bross, typical DK Brown, your top 5. Stage break brought to you by Skew Car. Pit stops brought to you by West Higgins ORV. And we'll wait for this thing to go green here. Alright, so a little untraditional move I'm going to use here. This looks like a good car to get on for the restart. Let's see how this progresses. We look behind. Oh yeah, we're 3 wide and stuff back there. Cork has exited the race. Oh, guys are beating and banging coming off turn number 2. Got the 48 way down to the inside. The 4 of MJ Bross going to give it some room. A little bump from the 21 up to the 5. Goes all the way straight through to the 4. And that's what you expect in a short track. Oh, Kenrod's going to overcook it. Get up to the outside. Possibly touch the 4 a little bit there. There's a little bit of a aero effect here in the next gen cars. Ooh, 2 goes down in there plowing. S-Maf going to get a hold of Kenrod. Get a hold of the 21. Possibly spun it there on the candy cane. He sure did. That's going to be a spin out for the 2 cars. It's going to be 1 car. And he is around here in the turn. Can't get it going. But he will be... Oh, we got another wreck. Looks like Tyler's up into the wall this time. Oh, we got a good view from it from the 6 as he went by. Oh, we got more wrecking. Typical's into the wall. Think we're going to have a caution at the line. Another pile up there. Possibly some guys trying to get an in-game caution instead. It certainly should come out at this point with how many cars have been piled up on the track. But it did not come out. And, man, a lot of damage to some cars for really no reason at this point. So, man, unfortunate. So, yeah, we are under manual caution here from Martinsville. Who's the pit stop squad of the day today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be the 78, unfortunately, sponsored by Motorsports Games. Will he go around? Oh, he's going to get a lap back. All right, so all right, we're going to go off mic here for this manual caution. Pit stops brought to you by West Higgins ORV. Pit crew cam of the day will go to the 78 of Jack in the Ford Mustang. All right, welcome back in, everybody. Under manual caution here in stage number 2 at Martinsville with 55 laps remaining. That will leave us with still a pit stop here in stage 2. Hollywood will be our leader whenever we go back green. Looks like we have some lap down things going on. So a little scoring thing going on at the moment. So that's why we got a little delay here under the manual caution. So we got Hollywood out here, typical tonight. DK Brown. Looked like we had a little lag there. We got G-Dog out here tonight. MJ Bross possibly will died again. We'll see how that ends up for the 4 car. Seen Jack in the 78. The 1 of Tyler RRS. 23 of Kill It Like Jason Cork, unfortunately had to end his knot early. Condi in the 19, Kenrod in the 5, S-Mac in the 2, and Cowboy Kurt in the in the 21, Shepherd in the 48, Monkey in the 6, and as you know it, Hollywood will be starting us off up front. MJ Bross, not quite sure what's going on. We've seen this before out of the 4 car, some kind of wheel issue. I think we're possibly going to go green this time. All right, manual caution here in stage number 2. All right, we are green. Once again, restart underway. Oh, we got a wash up there from G-Dog. It's going to get up into the 48. It's going to flood cars down into the inside. Oh, Tyler's pinched down there. Got the 17 running them hard against the candy cane. Oh, 3 wide out of 4. Coming back to the line. Typical. The farthest most to the wall on the inside. As things are getting dicey here, Typical is going to have to find a way from around our man G-Dog if he's trying to close any more of this gap. If his lagging issues have ended, I'm not quite sure. That car Shepherd got around him got from behind him quite quickly. MJ Bross, unfortunately, not going to be able to continue it tonight. Try to get back up here to somebody in the front. Hollywood, I know. Okay, the 8 of DK Brown, there he is. Jason now in 3rd. I'm trying to find him. All right, we got Tyler behind Jason, so we can see Jason there in 3rd. Tyler in 4th, Typical lagging in 5th, or 6th, rather. Thanks everybody tuning in. Stage number 2 right now. We are going to have another pit stop to get through this. And yeah, right now it is 47 laps remaining in this stage, so you could pit and make it according to the fuel rule. We'll see if anybody peels off at any moment. Really only one big incident here. In-game caution did not come out, which was very surprising with all that had happened. You can see some battling going on back here with the Cowboy in the 21 and S-Math in the 2. Shepherd and G-Dog still trying to figure it out. Hollywood still leading. DK Brown sits in 2nd as he continues to try to find some pace to chase him down. We did see the one of Tyler up here earlier, but he was caught in an accident. The one that brought out the caution actually, and he has now moved up to 3rd place, and he's running down DK. Typical's back there behind Jason. Trying to get back over to him, see how this battle shapes up. Jason's off the wall. Typical's going to have an advantage down to the inside. 3 and 4. Sure as you know it, he's going to take it. Going to have it. And be clear on exit. Now the 19 is going to be a different story. Guess who? Snowman. I already know. Got you. But, yeah, Hollywood's leading us here so far in stage number 2. Stage number 1 from 6th position. Had to do some battling up through there. Get down in. We are far within the fuel window here. I'm not sure if we're going to require another pit. It could have been 48 laps. Yeah, so we're at 41 right now. Yeah, so there will be another pit stop. And it could be a fuel-only pit stop. It's not looking like we're going to have a big separation. Maybe about 5 laps. On 5 to 6 laps here. On the... I'm Stu, man. I know it all. We're going to have 5 to 6 laps. On the tank difference here between running out and whatever goes on. But yeah, Hollywood's still hanging on to it. DK Brown, though, he's not getting too far away from the mirror of Hollywood. But Tyler looms larger to the 8, that's for sure. And that one does have pace to close the gap to 2nd and to 1st, I do believe. And you see Typical, he did get around Jason back there, but can he get up here and make some noise? He did start on the pole, but technical inspection dropped typical to the back to start this one. So gets the pole points, but did not get the start in that luxurious position. Luxurious. How would you say it? Luxurious. Good battle there between the 19 and Jason. Jason going to win down into the inside. Condi can't do nothing about it there. Now here we see another try to go 2 for 1. Not going to happen for Shepard though. We'll have to just settle right in line. Condi here. Making himself another start. Appreciate that. Everybody racing this evening. Kenrod there running a 9th right now. Out here with a little rear end damage, probably affecting that car. Ooh, get a little bump there on Condi from the 48. Let's see if that was meant to happen. No, it goes down to the inside and gives it back to him. All right, Hollywood now. Looks like Tyler's starting to close some gap. Here's a battle now for second brewing up here in stage number 2 as 33 laps remain in said stage. Thanks to everybody tuning in. Ruthless Racing Pro Series takes place every Thursday, 9 p.m. or so. And next week will be our All-Star Break track to be announced after the race. And it is a special one. I know we're known for the New Hampshire Oval, but it'll be a different style of track here, folks, for the All-Star race this year. So after the race, we will release that, and we have a plan to for the remaining 4 races of the regular season, which will happen after the All-Star race. Tyler down pit road for his last pit of the stage, and Kenrod a little bit loose off exit there, probably gets into the wall. Hollywood not made that pit stop yet, so we'll keep an eye out on him, see whenever he chooses to do so. Like I said, I think these guys could get away with no tires on this pit stop for this stage. You could run this tank down to about, 13 is about half a tank. So I'd say if you could get the laps down to about 12 to go in there, take your half a tank, and no tires. You're going to spend the least amount of time on pit road. Probably going to be the strategy here with how the caution played out in stage number 2. I thought some of these guys might have pitted a little bit early, considering how soon, not long ago, they could have pitted. Like I said, only about 5-6 laps these guys were lacking to make it to the end of the stage. Yeah, 29 to go right now. I probably would have, Larry Mack's going to come out, but I probably would have held it out there, Mike, for another about 15, 16 laps. And I'd have brought her down for just enough fuel to make it to the end of this stage. And then, Clint Boyer will probably say something stupid. And then Kevin Harvick will be like, hey, he ain't capping, bro. And all of us are like, is like Keelan teaching him this shit? Like, what's going on? But anyways, on to other news. It's the Ruthless Racing Pro Series. 1 pit stop remains in stage number 2 for the guys still out here. Hollywood is leading at the moment. It's 26 remain. Or probably less than that now. Don't have an accurate count here on... Gotta see how many we're down on our stream. Monkey asking the real questions in the chat. Hollywood, I think, still to pit. Yep, here he's going to try it. And he goes in what I would consider kind of early, but, man's got something to work with here. Typical is going to try to keep it out there. And maybe try to work on some kind of strategy here for stage 2. I felt like he was getting rather close to Hollywood himself before these pit stops arose. Ooh, maybe a little loose there out of the 27. He did assume the lead though here. I think Kenrod's still yet to make his pit stop. So I think we might be right on cue with how many laps are remaining. We'll give us a good count whenever we go by this time. Typical still got to make a pit stop. If he hadn't already. Oh, he's in the lead. So he goes around Hollywood and them, who just came off pit road. Possibly went the 4-tire route again. That was a strategy in stage 1. So probably just went in there, took 4 tires. Looks like that's what some guys did. Tyler pretty close to Hollywood here off the pit cycle. And we keep it on board with Typical. I think it's Kenrod goes down this time. All right, 20 laps remain. Stage number 2. Typical is the leader, still has a pit stop to make. So we'll see how that plays out with Hollywood and Tyler having already pit. That would be the 2 cars, as you see them behind those 2 lapped cars. They're lapped themselves at the moment, but they're trying to work to get around those guys and get back up here to Typical. If I'm Typical, I'm shooting her down pit road fairly soon before those guys get up here and get their laps back while they're up to speed. You can see Hollywood already closing the gap again right there behind Typical. And right there we're on board with Hollywood now as he is working up against Cowboy Kurt. It's Typical and not going to go down pit road this time either. So we'll see how long this goes. Kenrod's back on track now out of pit road. Once again, appreciate everybody tuning in here to Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. It's the Pro Series on NASCAR Heat 5, stage number 2. And we're really waiting on this man Typical to pit. This competition's starting to get back up here to get their laps back off of their pit stops. And I felt like he had made some meaningful progress in getting up to this lead. So, I don't know, I felt like he may have went a little too long at this point. Let's actually see if the lead changes. See if our lead changes here on stream into turn 1. If not, that means Typical has not pitted, and that will be the case. Typical has not, so he is still working on that. He needs to get down pit road, I do believe. Probably holding out for a caution. Can't much blame him the way things have gone so far this evening. Little battle there between the 5 and the 19 coming out of turn number 2. Continues down into 3 and 4. 19 holding on good to the outside. Kenrod wins the battle. 78 going to work down into the inside. 2 for 1 special for the 19, not in his favor. See if the 78's clear on exit. He will be tight as well, but everybody survives. All right, now Typical is down pit road. Let's see what he does for this pit stop. 1, probably 2, 3.5. That's what I'm saying, just fuel here for the 27. Going to be huge. So I think he comes back out with the lead. And that's how that's going to work. Right there he is. He's up there. He is the leader. And Hollywood's going to have to use his fresh tires to his advantage. Typical going in exactly on the half a tank. That is the strategy that I would have enforced here. And I think we're going to see it work out for Typical here. He might steal him stage win. Got 2 cars in between Typical and Hollywood. And those are lap cars, so Hollywood's going to have to work through those 2 cars. Sure, they'll be gracious in how they let him go around, but and then you also got to look at Typical and how he's lagging. Maybe he get too loose. Maybe he's on some really worn tires. Hollywood's going to have to make up a difference here with these lapped cars. You see him, he's using the chrome horn on the 17. He's just got to make moves, try to get this stage win. Typical, I don't know if he's battling this car or what's going on. I feel like he's losing ground to Hollywood rather quickly as we tick it down here in stage number 2. It's 9 to go. Typical is now getting passed by Shepard here in the 48. Now that's going to mess up his line a little bit. It's going to allow Hollywood a little more. Typical into the inside wall. Going to lose the lead to Hollywood here late in stage number 1. Oh no, he just got loose off the corner there. And he's back into the wall there. Tyler might even get him a piece of this action on the 27. Still second place. Still got a lot of laps to go for that 27. He's probably got heavy damage on the nose. Well, not quite sure how long he had ran those tires. He tried it though. Now he's backing up the crowd a little bit. Maybe he got his blinker on for the last 2.5 laps. Tyler just trying to get around, find a spot. Maybe try to steal second place here. Thanks to anybody tuning in here to the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. It's your Pro Series NASCAR Heat 5 from the paper clip. And Tyler makes the move. Oh, Typical makes another move into the wall. And we'll say that's all she wrote for him on battling up front here. May have costed Tyler some precious moments, though, during all that. 3 to go. Right there as Hollywood crosses the line. Two to go, stage number 2. And Holly sweep the stages. Well, about to find out in a couple of laps. Typical was his closest opponent, and he could not handle the old tires. Now Tyler holds on to second firmly grasp it. As we flip through the field, looks pretty normal. Hollywood looking to finish out stage number 2 and win both of our stages here from Martinsville tonight. There you have it. Holly dub again. Stage 1, 2 belong to the wood of Holly. Alright, let's get our official results over here off to the side. Appreciate Wes Higgins ORV for the pit stops about to come up. And as always, stage break brought to you by Scoot Car. Winner of stage number 2 belongs to Hollywood. Tyler's going to be in second. I think Typical might have got third. TK Brown in fourth. Conde going to round up the top 5. Jason and Shepard are 6th and 7th, and the last car's on the lead lap. G-Dog should get his lap back here via the free pass, leaving 9th down, at least 1 lap down. Kinrod would be so he'll be the next car around if there's another caution. All right, we got it. All right, stage 3 about to come at you live. Holly on the point. Hollywood on the point. Shotguns Tyler here for stage number 3. And a little Ruthless crank it up here this evening. Or I'm sorry, Ruthless rev it up for Martinsville. All right, folks, that was Ruthless. Rev it up for the start of stage 3. Appreciate everybody tuning in. One-man show, you know. Got to take a wet the whistle break. Hollywood's our leader, looking for a clean sweep here with 110 to go. Burnout rule is in effect here for Martinsville. Tyler keeping it close. Typical has worked this thing from last to third through 3 stages, as DK Brown moves back to 4th after winning 3rd over Typical to start off the stage. And we did have 8 cars on the lead lap to start this stage. So 9th on back will be off the lead lap. Kenrod, I think, the only car 1 lap down. So that will put him in the spot for the free pass for sure. Actually, there's about 108 left now. Kenrod is a lap down, so I'm getting my lap information. All right, Typical starting to make a move up through the field now. It is RRS 123 at the moment. Not seen this in quite a while. Kind of sounded like Mike Joy there, watching Darlington race or something. Bring a tear to a glass eye, boys. Do you see it? RRS 123. It's been a while. You know, Mike Joy 2024 or whatever. All right, so can these 2 guys back there, can they keep up with this 15? I think the long run speed for the 15 is where it's going to be successful. Ooh, Tyler grabbed some wall back there. Let's get on him, man, Tyler. He's running 2nd, been running good all night long. Might see him get up here in the booth. No, Typical, he really prides himself here at Martinsville. See if he's able to chase down Hollywood, who has stolen 2 stages. But keep in mind the Ruthless curse. Winning the stages usually mean you don't win the race. And, you know, 2 pit stops in this stage to keep things, you know, going. A lot of opportunities to speed. Still over 100 laps remaining, though. Long time to go here in this one. 100. Actually, we're at 99 to go. And when they go down around this time, it'll be 98 laps remain here from Martinsville. But keep in mind, they're 19-second laps. So it won't be that long. This thing should be wrapped up in the next 20 minutes. Typical gets around Tyler for 2nd place. Now let's see if the 27 can do what no man has done before. And they've done it before plenty of times, but he needs to chase down Hollywood. Hollywood's done a lot of chasing down this race. He's won most of the chases. So let's see if he can win this runaway battle. As we've not seen him try to run away yet, really. But now he's in full-on runaway mode. You can say he, after he chased earlier, he kind of ran away, but that's besides the point. Flip through the field, see what we can find happening. Got, yep, Shep, Jason, G-Dog all right here. Got Jack out here. There's the one of Tyler. He's sitting in third. Kinrod a loose through there that time. Maybe he is a lap down. Probably just being courteous, trying not to ruin his chances. There's Hollywood. They're starting to come back up to some traffic. He's got Typical behind him. Easiest camera work of the night as these drivers are back to back. There's Monkey right ahead of Hollywood. That'll be the first of the lap traffic. He'll easily just kind of flip to the outside. There he goes. S-Maf now up here. We have seen some stuff tonight here. This two-car, we saw him beating and banging there on a restart. Also a short track restart we saw. Now Kenny, one lap down, looking to go down 2. Don't need that for the 5 car for sure. Typical and Hollywood just trying to cut through this field, get through those 2 pit stops, and see who gets to do the burnout at the end. Kinrod floats it to the outside. And there goes Hollywood once again. For the route out there again for Typical. Ooh, looked a little sketchy there for a moment, but I think everything is good. Jack and Cowboy Kurt is up ahead now of our leader. Ooh, Kinrod once again loose out of that turn. Man, just having a fit with that thing. But just want everybody to pay attention to this gap that has now been closed by the man in the 27. Like I said, winning both stages here in the Ruthless Racing Series is not a good sign. And the man behind Hollywood is usually the guy who breaks that curse and sweeps everything. Like it's disproportionate how many times a guy sweeps a race compared to winning 2 stages and losing the race. So until that stat becomes more prominent for the latter, I think I'm going to stick with it being just a curse. 1-2 as they attack 3 and 4 and get this ticking well underway here in stage number 3. 2 pit stops, as we had mentioned, to get through this stage. To find out who's going to be the winner. Oh, we got a little bump there on Kurt from the leader. Hollywood's just trying to run away. Typical gets loose down there on the inside. Hollywood kind of just being aggressive there, and Typical really didn't benefit from that. Not one bit. Usually that's what you see when one car is kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better term, bulldozing. You want to be right behind them, it's just kind of a clear path. It wasn't on you. Just kind of used what was given to you, so to speak. But that did hurt Typical. You see Kurt is now going to get by. Let's see, it's 83 laps remaining. 84 laps remaining. Here from Martinsville, 19 seconds a lap roughly. Some of these guys, as the tires wear down, will get up to the 20-second range. I'm certainly sure of it, as you see some guys already experiencing the looseness and the tightness and all the things that come with the race car and bad tire. The 3rd place car, Tyler, goes around Jack there. Got Jason maybe, coming down pit road here. So that'll complete one of his 2 stops. We have Kurt on pit road. I think he has experienced failure. Engine failure there. Oh, nope. My bad, I misspoke. No engine failure for the 21. Usually the car moves a little bit when it's in the pit box. You can see experience it right here. You can see it moving just a tad. Did not see that out of the 21. Ooh, we see the 15 and the 17, the G-Dog there, kind of scrap going into that turn. Monkey's going to come off pit road this time. So Typical's got some more work to do, actually getting loose on the inside a few laps ago. Passing some lap traffic. Jason now coming out of pit road. It's a guy to watch right there, you know. Could see him pull some kind of wild hair strategy and be right up here in the mix of this thing by the end. You never know. All depends on how many laps down he's at right now. Looking over back at Kenrod, we'll try to get a lap count as our leaders go down pit road for their one of two stops of stage number 3. 79, so 75 when these guys cross the line to go. And they're going to be ripping some heaters whenever they get back out of this pit box, though. So there's the two guys we're paying attention to as Kenrod assumes the lead as those guys go down pit road. Or no, I'm not sorry, not Kenrod. I was looking at the wrong number. It is Tyler. If I can find the poor man. Here he is. Alright, so our man Tyler sticking it out there. Has not made the first stop yet. And for the stage, rather. And we'll see how long he takes it. You know, caution or anything can happen. You put these guys a lap down, and then next thing you know, you're only racing one car. And he definitely going to put these guys probably 2 laps down right there. Could have been 3. I'm not sure how long they were. Definitely 2 laps down, though, here. Hollywood's going to get one back right now. Now, if I'm Tyler, I'm down pit road right here. I don't give a rat's hat about anybody else. I am putting this car down pit road this time. I think you saw that mistake earlier from somebody. Appreciate you stopping by. Ruthless Racing Pro Series here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Leader goes way up high to allow these guys by. You know, if I'm Tyler, I'm down pit road, man. I think he's doing too much messing around. But it is Martinsville here in the Pro Series. Over here in the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel and all the races that go on. You can catch races here on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Wednesdays we have the Ruthless GT3 series ran over on GT7. Anybody interested in joining Ruthless Racing, you can join via the Ruthless Racing Discord. SMAF down pit road now. Alright, where's our man Tyler at? There he goes. He's finally down pit road. He is the leader. I said Kenrod earlier on him having the lead, but he's working for laps back here. Now we're going to jump back over to Typical, see where he's in relation to Hollywood. Yeah. Oh, no, Kenrod. Going to go down another lap. He's moved up to 10th so far. We'll see if... oh, he's moved up to 9th now. Kenrod has. You see Typical Hollywood gap right there. So, yeah, Kenrod ticking back on some positions. We'll see how that works out. He has made one of his pit stops here for stage 3. If my math is correct on what I'm seeing, I think we're at 69 to go. Right, working through the lap traffic rather quickly, smoothly, these two guys are. Typical Hollywood. 48 of Shepard's who had assumed the lead off the pit stops as he was down pit road. Let's see where he comes out at. There he is. Now Hollywood has the lead back with our man Shep down on pit road. So let's see. Unfortunately, he will go a lap down. from pitting, and that's just how it goes here at Martinsville, to be honest. Go in with the lead because you stayed out long, and then you're let down again. And it just seems like it don't make sense, but it kind of don't whenever you're racing at the time. You're like, how did that happen? I think we saw Monkey come in here actually and say that earlier. But, yeah, this lap traffic, not too big of an issue here. Issue might be more so the wall there for the 27 or getting loose. As this race progresses. Still have one more pit stop to get us through to the end of this race. Burnout rule is in effect. 64 laps remaining. 63. Typical is now making a move here on Hollywood. Oh, wrong button. There we go. How is this going to work out? Now we still got another lap car up here. It's now going to be DK Brown on the chop block for the leaders. Hollywood's working it hard there on the 8 car. See how long they hang on to the rear end of this Camaro. Hollywood's going to be pushing hard there. Yep, you can see him getting right there on the bumper. Going to ride that quarter panel. Try to get down to the inside. Typical is more on the outside. Going to have the quarter panel of Hollywood. The Typical is going to have to switch lanes and get right back behind them. Maybe a little pull for the 27 as he tries to follow Hollywood down to the inside here. Wrong button again. And, Hollywood not clear to the outside. Tried to break that little bit of air from Typical. Not able to get clear in front of the 8. He leaves Typical right there, but it's going to still be door-to-door with the 8. And he finally gets around. It's going to cost him about 2 car lengths as you see them battle back down into turn number 1. And you see the exit speed for Hollywood right there back out of the turn. Right back up to 2 car lengths. And it's going to be something Typical is going to have to overcome, by having good exits. As you can see, he got a little closer to that time. So really you have to beat him off on the exits. So Monkey, unfortunately, goes to the wall. '78 Jack's going to go on out to the outside there. And for the life of me, folks, I'm very sorry. Probably Tyler, if I use my brain a little bit. I think Tyler is in 3rd place. He's had a heck of a run here this season. We saw him out there in the first 2 stages running that thing as hard as it would go. So pretty sure he's in 3rd place right now. So we won't be forgetting about old Tyler, but he is back there. And now Typical's looking down into the inside. Can he pull the move on Hollywood? It's door-to-door going across the line this time. I think Hollywood remained in the lead that time, but Typical's going to have the preferred inside line and have the lead for the first time. Can he lead a lap and make it official as they go into 3 and 4? Little Holly bump. And he does do it. Typical started on the pole, got moved to the back. Now he leads a lap here late in stage number 3. Another pit stop, though. Got to be performed to perfection to get this race won. As I had mentioned earlier, winning the stages don't always fall in your favor, as it is 53 laps remaining. Take a look throughout the field. Hopefully a caution don't come out and throw a wrench in all this. We have guys back here door to door as Tyler's running up on them now. He is the 3rd place car. Jason tried something wild earlier by pitting way earlier, so I'm not sure exactly where he's at. Yeah, MJ Bryce, we saw little technical difficulties, hit you a couple times there, and ultimately it was terminal. Oh, Monkey's into the wall there. Forces Cowboy Kurt down to the inside, but we get back up here to Hollywood, who's in second, trying to chase down our man in the 27. He's got around him a couple laps ago, and let's go back over here to Hollywood. You can see that gap. Yep, it's something Hollywood's going to have to overcome here, I think, for sure. Oh, might be seeing a little lag there out of the 27. Have to keep an eye on that. 5 goes around the 5 this time. I think he's going to be 3 laps down now. I'm not quite sure. He'll have it pulled up in a minute. Oh, he hit the glitch. Kenrod hit the glitch right there. I didn't catch it. I saw it on his stream. You can see the heavy damage as a result. See, typical in Hollywood battling up front here. Oh, maybe a little bump there by Hollywood. He's going to have a move to the inside. Battle door to door now. Brought on by Hollywood. And he'll have the inside line once again. Typical battling, keeping it even there on the outside. Oh my goodness, Typical one on the outside. Kissing the wall in the process. And leads this lap. Holy cow. Want some great racing here late in Martinsville. Another pit stop to go. Typical ripping the outside. Getting that thing going. Oh my goodness. Now Hollywood's hit the candy cane and put himself right back in the position he had earlier. But we had money on the long run car from the 15. Kind of see him start to close this gap little by little. But thanks to anybody tuning in. We're late in stage number 3 here at the Paperclip. And the battle for the lead is this close. It is Hollywood and it is Typical. Typical having to come from the back and taking the lead here late in this one, considering how many laps that we're racing. Alright, so we'll get us a lap count next time. 47. 43. 43 to go here, folks. Typical in Hollywood, door to door once again. Now Typical down to the inside makes it work easier than he did on the outside. Oh, but Hollywood right back down to the inside. We'll go overhead for this battle. Oh no, Typical loose on the outside that time by. Not going to be good. Hollywood retakes the lead here at Martinsville. Stage 1 and 2 winner, trying to make sure this thing does not slip away from him. Battles has remained this close so far through this race, though. And I think that really tells the tale. And look how perfectly they just pit together. It's going to be the last pit stop of the race. All right, so we'll see how this thing works out as things continue to go on. There's all kinds of guys starting to go down pit road. Most importantly is our 2 leaders. Now we've got to keep an eye on this guy right here. He has assumed the lead off the pit stop. Yep, that's our man in the lead right now. That's where all the action's happening as the last pit stop for Typical in Hollywood has just took place. Kind of see these other cars kind of scattered about here and there. We only had 2 cars bite the bullet tonight. Hollywood's back on track. And yeah, he is. I don't know. They went in so close together. I don't know how the gap is this large. But that was the last pit stop of our race. And once Tyler pits, that'll put Hollywood right back to the lead. Stage 3 well underway here at Martinsville, though. Well within, not quite sure what I'm looking at. Trying to find a good lap count for us here. All right, 32 to go. Right now. I'm waiting for Tyler to pit. You know, he's still in the lead. You know, he could be waiting for that magical caution. Anything could happen, and you know, he could probably catch these guys a lap down. But I'm not letting Hollywood and them get around me this time before I go down pit road. No way. Tyler keeps it off there, though. There's the typical starting to make up some ground again. You know what? That's kind of what we saw out of that run earlier. As you know, we want to have 29 laps remaining. See the 5 getting letting Hollywood around there, so we should see the typical. Yep, not too far off of the Kenrod machine there. Still got some guys racing back here though. Tyler still out there, man. That's our leader up there ahead of Shepard. Still waiting for his last pit stop of the evening. Anything can happen. You know, these guys are still racing out here. Cars passing cars. Anything can happen. 78 down pit road probably for his last stop. Oh, I think maybe Tyler finally went down pit road. Nope. He's still keeping it out there. We'll keep it on him. Tyler RRS will be your leader. Once again, let's let it go by for that lap. So we'll get how many we got to go and where our man gets around here. 25 laps remaining. Tyler goes down pit road. It'll be his last pit stop of the evening. So now we move over to Hollywood and see where that battle between him and Typical. Right there, still a pretty good gap for Typical to overcome. I think we heard someone get a speeding penalty out there. Seen the guy gain his lap back. 48 of Shepard's still out there. He assumes the lead. There he is, so we'll keep an eye on him. Three remain. Shepard is the leader as we're waiting for his last pit stop of this race. Also, you know, maybe waiting for that magical caution. If you can keep it out there, I'd drive it. That's about the only option you got at this point, you know, stuck where you're at in the cycle and how everything's went this far. Hollywood's still about 3/4 of a straightaway away from you. That's really the guy he's battling right here on the strategy. So as long as he doesn't get the position back from you. Keep it out there. Could go for the least amount at the end and just try to get it done. $20 to go now. Shepard keeps it out there. Burnout rule is in effect. We've seen Shepard do this before. We've seen it at Phoenix, and he said he made the top 3 that night. He said that he was, excited for the short tracks. And I think Shepard, he sees who he's battling right there. He don't want them to gain the spot while they're out here flying. He's just going to go right down pit road and get this underway. I hope he got in there good and clean. It could be a good strategy for the 48 to finish this one out. That we're under 20 to go now. All right, so Hollywood is the leader now, though. All right, Hollywood has the lead. That's the man chasing them down. 2 stage wins for Hollywood. Can he pull out the brooms here at Martinsville? As we are down to it here. $15 remain. Hollywood, I think Typical maybe got a little bit of wall back there, but he's closed this gap. Look how close they are now. Typical is definitely in make a move range as this thing ticks down for certain. It's 13 to go right there. I may have miscounted earlier if I already said that. 13 to go here for Martinsville. This is the battle for the lead. It looks like that. So we'll stay on that and see how it's all going to work out here at the end. Typical tight up the track maybe a little bit. We've seen his car get in this kind of situation about this part of the run. Not sure what he's done this time around, but certainly interesting. Right, can Hollywood get it done from the clip? Burnout rule is in effect, folks. Can Typical get it done, though? I mean, he's really broke hard into these turns the last few laps. He has to be, working up a run to try to go up there and make a move on the back end of Hollywood. Still got some lap traffic to get through to see how all this is going to play out for him, though. It is 9 to go. So that means it's time to go. Ooh. Kenrod back there loose once again in that turn. 8 to go now for Martinsville. Can Typical get it done? Got a little bit of traffic up ahead. Will it be a problem as these guys go around? Going to catch him up into this turn. Hollywood looks good. Oh, he's going to get up into that 21. It's going to slow him down just a tad. Typical could have the preferred. Oh, no. He got really loose. It might have cost him a little bit of time. Can Typical find some more here? He's going to have to make something happen. Brooms are getting ready. They're starting to get them out the packaging. Unless Typical can find something to do here. You see the two getting to the wall. Hollywood break the air from Typical. Oh, it gets tight there on that exit. Don't know how that's going to affect Hollywood. All right, let's see what our lap count is this time. 15, 6, 5 to go. Four to go now. Typical's got that 2-car length gap we talked about earlier in the race. It's kind of hard to overcome, especially at this point. Coming out of this turn will be, Hollywood a little tied up the track. Typical a little better down there on the bottom. Let's see if he can gain anything from that. 3 to go now here for Martinsville with the burnout rule. Or 2, I'm sorry. 2 to go, 2 to go. Now, as they come out of 4 this time, it'll be 1 to go. Presented by Skew Car. And can it be a Holly sweep? Oh, Typical really sends it down into turn number 1. We're going to have to watch him. See how he attacks. Oh. He's not going to get there. And bring out the brooms. The 15 has it. Sweep at Martinsville for Hollywood. Does not fall for the Ruthless curse and gets it done. And we're going to go see Hollywood RRS burnout. Much needed points day there for the 15. A clean sweep. So we'll try to find our official results whenever this gets all over. And Hollywood's trying to find a way to not hit the wall here. That's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Oh, well, yeah. Not too bad, not too bad. And he got it done. And he's letting us know right there. That's the winner of Martinsville. All right, and everything will finish up as we see where everybody gets it done. So we know who's going to be up here in the top 3 with us. I'm sure it was going to be hard for Tyler to lose that 3rd place, but I heard that he did speed, but he did get it, and everybody was a lap down except for Hollywood and Typical, who finished 1-2. Tyler, Condi, DK Brown down at the top 5. Shepard, Jason, G-Dog, Cowboy Kurt, and Jack was your top 10. Appreciate everybody who raced, everybody who stuck it out. Paperclip's a tough one to tame, but everybody stick around, hang tight. We will have driver interviews right after this. We'll talk with our winner, Hollywood, followed by 2nd place Typical, and Tyler in 3rd, who had a great run first half of the race, but once those other guys found their speed, he kind of just was in a league of his own back there in 3rd place. But see, look at this. Typical fastest lap of the race, 18.843 second. I guess it belonged to Hollywood at the time, yeah. So it'll be a 18.880, and then Tyler with the 8.87. So hang loose in here for a second. Driver interviews are going to be underway. And we will start with our man in the 15 and the winner of this race, Hollywood, who happened to win both stages as well. So hang around. We're waiting for Hollywood to get in here.
This is DW in the booth. Stu, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. All right, so we got our winner Hollywood here, driver of the 15. Holly sweep tonight. You know, avoid the ruthless curse of winning the stages and losing the race, but did not come without a little bit of maybe sweat on the brow as Typical was able to battle back from the back of the field after failing tech. And yeah, so he gets around you, and then you're battling kind of behind him, stage three. But we had mentioned earlier on in the race that long car of yours was much better than the counterpart of the 27. So, kind of speak on what was it like going from sixth to winning the stage in stage one, and then holding on for stage two, and then the battle that ensued all the way throughout stage three.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I want to say I appreciate everybody for showing up tonight. And all the drivers that were out there, maybe a little off pace, they were doing a really good job getting out of the way for all the leaders and being super respectful all night. Even that one caution that we had, and we had a bunch of scoring uh, positional issues to work out, it went pretty smooth. And so just appreciate the drivers for making this a smooth race tonight. But as far as my race, man, starting from P6 was definitely not ideal, especially being on the top line. I knew I had a pretty good car, and Typical was having issues, had to start at the rear. Um, and I knew that I was probably going to be able to catch Tyler and Mike if I kind of just chilled. So, beginning of the race, I just made sure I didn't tear up the car and got the positions slowly and made my way to the front. And that ended up working out. Kind of pitted a little later than them. Had a really good car right there at the end of stage one. Stage two, um, a caution came out, and I decided to stay out. I didn't want to lose the track position, and that kind of put me in a tough situation. But I think Typical, me and Typical were basically kind of racing each other the whole race, so I was gauging what he was doing. But I think you know, he was on pit road there way at the back, and I was like, or he was involved in that, so I knew I had positions back to him, so I just decided to stay out. And, thankfully that last stage went green, and we were able to, pit there, kind of split it up, and I think he might have tried no tires and just didn't work out. I honestly was kind of worried about it. Um, and then stage three, I mean, that was just a grind. It was a battle back and forth between me and him the whole stage. Um, his car was really good. I mean, we had two really good pit stops, and he caught me the one time and gained time. Didn't quite get to my back bumper at the end there, but he was able to run me down. I did feel though if I had the lead, and I was really focused on that because that one battle we had middle of the stage, like I wanted to get the lead from him before we pitted. So I felt like if I had the lead, my car was really good short run, and then middle of the run, it kind of just went dead for like, I don't know, I would say from lap like 18 to lap 30, and then at the end of the run it would kick back in, and I felt like I was faster than him again. So just that middle section, trying to maintain lap time and keep him behind me, that was the biggest key to winning the race, and we were able to do that. And I didn't get a race this one last year. I don't think I would have won that. We made really good adjustments on this car this week that I hit on something here. So definitely proud to get a win. Um, yeah, shout out to all the fans. Thank you, Stu, for broadcasting, and also shout out Favre for helping me out with this car. He threw me a setup a while back, and I spent a lot of time tuning on it to make it work for me, and motherfucker rips.
There you have it from the
But
15.
thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Good race. I didn't mention Tyler either, but Tyler had a really good race, and Mike was, besides that speeding penalty, but Mike was pretty fast up there too. They definitely kept me on my toes for stage one. I had to kind of lock in there to get back to him, but awesome race out of everybody. I mean, Martinsville was 16 cars, and I would say that was pretty clean. So
Yeah, not bad
that's
at
it,
all.
guys. Thanks.
All right, word of the day, motherfucker rips. And we'll move on to from Holly Sweep over to our man in the 27 who finished second. And Typical first, I want to start off your interview, man. I just want to apologize. Um, I've done some reading, and I realized all this time, your failed interviews is actually my fault. So tonight, I'm gonna help you. And so first off, I want to say what was the deal with going to the rear of the field?
Like,
All right, so that it's pretty typical reason to go, no pun intended, to go to the rear of the field. But nonetheless, you pieced that thing together, and you had to work all three stages to even lead a lap, and then that finally happened there, in the third stage. And then the battle ensued. Kind of what was just overall, what was you experiencing with the car?
I'll just go ahead and try to talk to the race real quick. But, yeah, we started off lagging pretty much the first and second stage. So I'd make my way halfway through the field, get sent to the back, make my way halfway through, get sent to the back again. It's kind of frustrating to have to do that a couple times. But yeah, first stage, I think I ended up fourth, almost captured third. Mike had an accident,
You
almost
caught
cracked his
that.
top three. Yeah, and then stage two, I know I popped a curb, and oh no, I tried to take no tires, and it just didn't work out. It was like I think 50, 55 laps on no tires at Martinsville. That was no bueno, and Hollywood blew by me, and whoever else got second. I think I got third there. Then the third stage, finally didn't have to go to the back, and I uh, I was behind Hollywood and Tyler for a little bit of that first run, and then I was able to get by Tyler, ran down Hollywood. Then Hollywood somehow gets like 2.5 seconds out on me on pit road. I run him down again, get to his bumper. I get around him once, and then I never got like the clean air I really needed. I feel like my car was way better, not way better, but better throughout the whatever part of the run. I don't think it really mattered. It's just I just needed that clean air to really put my car where it's comfortable, and I just can't do that when Hollywood, he has enough pace to like put pressure on me, so I couldn't do that when he was behind me. So I was overdriving the corners, and one time he just got a little bit. He gave me the bumper just a little bit, and it moved me up the track, and he got back around me, and then we went back down pit road again, and this guy got 2.5 seconds on me again. I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? And I had rear end damage, so that was not helping. And I couldn't fix it on long run. But and then I, ran him down again, and same thing as last year. Like I catch them off a corner and run into them, and then it slowed me up and drive me up towards the wall. It's just unfortunate. It happened twice in a row, 2 races in a row here. So but yeah, I had a really good car. I just needed to clean air, man.
Yeah, I mean that was a strong run, especially coming from the back. But just speak, directly on working through traffic, not only, getting up to the front, but whenever you all were up the front going through lap cars, like what was just going through traffic like throughout the race?
That's really just a blast. It's like, oh, you got to dodge this car, but most of them were respectful and just let me and Hollywood go. So that was kind of them, and it was fun. I was hoping one of them would, give Hollywood a little bit of a hard time, but they were too nice to him.
Well, I hear you, but you got your pole points, but had to go back to the rear, and then as you've mentioned several times, and then come up and at the end here, and still had the strategy and the speed to challenge Hollywood here. Whenever he kind of, I guess you would say, had more of a easy breezy type of day compared to what you was going through, but nonetheless, good strong run for you there, Ty, and a good second place.
I appreciate it. It's like you switched the positions between like me and Hollywood, like where I could get the clean air. Like you put like the time up pit road, you add them together. That's the whole 5 seconds that I would have put on him if I would have started in clean air. Just to put that out there, but rest him.
There you go.
Hey, all I know is he got around me and got past after. So
I don't know. It's in 4K or whatever this is. But
hey, pit stall 2 at Martinsville though, absolutely goated. I don't know why,
It's a,
but
it's a
that
cheat
shit
code.
was hitting. I don't know. It was good all week. pit stall too, man.
All right, Blowhards. All right, we got another man in here with glory on his mind, and that's Tyler RRS. And that means you wrap up a top 3 full of RRS drivers. So congratulations on that, Tyler. We saw you early in the race. You and Mike was up there, kind of pacing yourselves away from the field. And then we finally saw the 15 break loose of Hollywood and get up there and start battling with you all. So kind of speak on how the first half of the race was, and then kind of what happened there in the second half that we saw you, kind of just being in a world of your own in third place.
Before I say anything, I'm just wondering, is Lionel going to come out with a 1-2-3 package for us? I don't know if that's ever
That'd be
happened
sick.
before. So, anyways, no, stage 1 was great. Me and Mike were able to set the pace and kind of drive away from the field. We both knew coming into this race we were going to be racing for third place. I mean, we couldn't keep up with the speed, the long run speed that Hollywood and Typical had. You know, it sucks whatever happened with his wheel. It fucking kind of killed me because, the rest of the race I was just kind of just driving by myself, hoping for the best. Stage 1 was great. Hollywood was able to muscle around us. I let him go. That guy was way too fast. I wasn't going to keep holding him up. I mean, he hit my bumper like 5 times in a row. And I knew it was just time to get out of the way. Like, I didn't want to take the chance of hitting a curb or some shit trying to get too low and not get put into the wall on the exit of 3. So going in, I believe it was the entry of 1. I just ran the high, just kind of let him pass. Stage 1 was great. Stage 2 was kind of hectic on the restart. Man, I don't know what happened. It looked like on my screen, it looked like Typical had spun out off the seam, but and then I passed him, and then like something, he like blinked, and I've never seen 200 mile an hour at Martinsville before, but I did it. It was cool, but it was fucking disappointing at the same time because I had to restart in the rear. But I don't know.
Yeah, that was something I failed to mention in your question was about that incident with the caution there that kind of set you back a few positions. What was it like trying to battle back up through that?
It wasn't bad. Everyone had really good restarts. It was worked out in my favor a little bit because I had to go down and pit and fix all the damage. So I had fresher tires on the restart, so it really wasn't much to try to get back up to where I felt like I should have been. Obviously being patient with the guys in front of me, and a lot of them weren't giving me too much grief to get by. And all in all, it really wasn't that bad. I wish I had the long run pace like those two guys had. So I feel like if it would have came down to like a green white checkered or some shit, then maybe if I drove aggressively, potentially wrecked the both of them, I might have had a shot. But no, those guys were in their own zip code. So I knew after Mike had left with his wheel issues, I was just kind of riding solo there. And then stage 3, that last pit stop, I actually had to work for it because I gave myself a speeding penalty. I was trying whatever I could out of the book, strategy wise, kind of hoping that them two would screw each other over, maybe get a penalty or whatnot, and I was just kind of staying out way longer than them, trying to shorten my last pit stop up and be faster in the longer run and maybe be able to catch them. But I mean, 15 lap fresher tires, and those guys were still fast as hell. It took me 20 laps to cut down 3 seconds on them. And after that 20 laps, they started pulling back away from me on the chart, and I don't know how the hell they do it, but kudos for them for being able to get around this track that fast. Just shout out for Hollywood for throwing his setup into the Discord. I tried driving that thing, and god damn, I don't know how he does it, but there's a reason why he does it, because his results showed tonight, and that was insane. Good win, Hollywood. Good racing, Ty, and I'm, top 3. 1, 2, 3 finish for Ruthless. Doesn't sound bad. If Lionel's listening, we should get some some diecast made. Have a collector's item or something. That'd be cool.
We'll get a pack going and make sure we got some detail on my right rear. Will be all tore up from the outside wall.
That's true. But Tyler, we know you make every other race, but it seems like every other race you're up here in the booth. So congratulations on another, booth appearance.
Yeah, man, that's kind of what I look forward to, is being able to get up here and talk with you guys. So I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, brother! You held the wheel between the two walls tonight and got her done. But without further ado, I had been promising this whole time. Next week is the All-Star race, so Hollywood, you want to kind of run everybody through what the All-Star race will entail this season?
Yeah, man, we're gonna get more information out this week. There'll be visuals of the lap we're running and the details of the race. We're gonna be, usually every year, if you've been watching Ruthless Racing for the last 3 seasons, we've ran sometimes the Clash and the All-Star race, but every year the All-Star race for sure at the New Hampshire Roval. This year we're moving it. We're going down south, I guess. Yeah, down south.
Taking our
going
talents
to Miami.
to South Beach, baby.
We're going to Miami. We're running a homestead, but we're throwing a wrench in it, and we're going to be running the road course section that is down on the infields through turns 3 and 4. We'll be coming out right back by the pit wall and back onto the track, then running the normal turns 1 and 2. This will be on. It'll be on sliders. We usually do the All-Star race at a fantasy track per se, and usually do it all on sliders. That way, everybody's got a fair shot at it. It might be tough. We're gonna have to test. Because slider tire pressures might not be ideal for a road course, but. So yeah, there'll be a $20 prize on the line. It's the same format as last year. Stage winners, pole sitters, race winners, past champions. All those guys are locked in. I'll go through the list this week and get that out to everybody. And then there'll be a fan vote again, like we did last year. I believe Monkey and Redneck Jesus are the reigning fan vote winners. So again, there'll be a whole nother round of fan votes out on the YouTube at some point this week, and then we'll know the drivers that are making the All-Star race on Thursday. So there'll be the guys that are locked in. The fan vote guys will be locked in. I think we're gonna have 2 of them, and then we'll probably do a qualifier and a short qualifier, like a heat, and take the 3 or 4 best drivers from that. But we'll have to go through the details, this week coming up. I got to figure out how many people are locked in and all that stuff. So all that information will be posted when it's available. And we got something else on the horizon too, but we're gonna wait to announce that till after the All-Star race. Let next week be about Homestead. So
yeah, we probably
That's all I
announce that
got.
after the All-Star race, because our final 4 races of the season will have some attachments.
Regular season is coming to an end. People are going to be pushing for the playoffs, and there might be a separate trophy on the line as well before we get to the playoffs. So stay tuned. It's going to be great, and just appreciate everybody that tunes in and is a part of what we do.
Hell yeah, brother.
Just keep it rolling.
It's fast, or whatever you say.
The league is motherfucking ripping.
Motherfuckers ripping. All right. But yeah, Hollywood said it. Thanks to everybody who raced, stuck it out tonight. I saw a lot of guys multiple laps down, but was still out there turning the laps, and that's what it's about. Is just stay in there. You never know what can happen. But yeah, once again, just appreciate everybody. Congratulations to Hollywood on the sweep. Typical getting second from the back, and then Tyler, enduring a crash and a speeding penalty and taking home third. So congratulations on the RRS top three. But tune in next week. Um, is All Star Race for Legacy as well?
No, Legacy's All-Star Race. Let's see what. Legacy's All-Star Race is right before the regular season finale. It's in a couple weeks. We got that's its own thing. I tried to separate them a little bit so they could be on their own weeks. Because Jefferson and Homestead Roval in the same week would be tough.
It's true. So what we got next week in Legacy?
Man, I just looked at it. It's Xfinity, New Hampshire.
There you go. So from the paperclip to the big paperclip, kinda. But in the Xfinity cars on Tuesday, Wednesday you can catch the GT3 series at Nürburgring GP. That is where the F1 cars race, and we'll be in those GR3 cars as we have been all season. And Thursday, make sure you tune in for the All-Star race from Homestead Roval. Yes, that's right. The Homestead Road Course, Homestead Roval, whatever you want to call it. $20 on the line to the All-Star winner. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Typical's kind of got like this thing going with the All-Star races. Is that still going, Typical?
Yes, sir. Undefeated.
There you go, undefeated All-Star racer there in Typical. So can he get it done at another new fantasy track here in the Ruthless Racing Series? But once again, thanks everybody. Congratulations to everyone. Enjoy the All-Star Racing this weekend in the NASCAR Series from North Wilkesboro. And yeah, as always, rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing. This motherfucker's ripping.